Hello, I'm Representative Peter Barca with this week's Democratic Radio Address. Next week, I am looking forward to sitting in the United States Supreme Court chamber on Tuesday with my colleague Fred Kessler as the Supreme Court hears arguments in a case concerning Wisconsin's severely rigged electoral maps and what plaintiffs describe as the worst case of gerrymandering in our nation's history. Republicans in Wisconsin drew an electoral map behind closed doors that disenfranchised voters. The lawsuit was brought forward by 12 Democratic voters who felt the redistricting guaranteed Republican wins in their districts, thereby nullifying their votes. In 2012, in fact, 1.4 million Democrats voted in state assembly races compared to only 1.2 million Republicans. Yet the GOP came away with a staggering 60-39 majority. In response, Assembly Republicans have continued their efforts to suppress votes. They have already spent more than $2 million on private attorneys to defend these unconstitutional maps on the taxpayers' dime. And believe it or not, they still have the cash register ringing up costs. And it isn't just Democrats who are speaking out against this extreme gerrymandering. Former U.S. Senate Republican Majority Leader Bob Dole, Senator John McCain, dozens of former Wisconsin legislators, including former Republican Senator Dale Schultz, are all calling on the Supreme Court to restore integrity in our election system. This will be a landmark case that determines the path forward for our nation, as historically significant as Brown versus the Board of Education for our democracy. I would like to thank all those who have worked so hard for years in the fight against rigged maps, especially Representative Fred Kessler, who has been our leader in the legislature on this topic. Nearly every citizen agrees voters should choose their representatives, not the other way around. Let's hope the U.S. Supreme Court agrees as well. Thank you for listening.